You're listening to Internationally Unfiltered, the podcast where nothing is off limits and everything is unfiltered.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
You guys always say hello at the same time. It never fails.
It wasn't me.
I don't know why.
Keishla and Beka, guys, always say hello at the same time.
That was Madison and Beka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Vilma, that
whoever it
was
was.
me. Don't ever
Fuck off.
do that again.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I'm just
Put some
saying,
respect on my name.
between the three of you guys always say hello at the same
Okay.
time.
Okay,
Anyway.
so we need to, I don't know.
Move on.
We could do like acapella style where it's like, hello, hello.
Hello.
I don't think we want our listeners' ears to bleed, so let's not do that today.
It's just a recommendation.
This is not the Cheetah Girls. We cannot harmonize
Oh,
on
please.
beat like that.
Oh,
So, how are you guys doing? How was your weekend and half of the week? It's hump day. Happy hump day.
Happy hump
Happy
day.
hump day.
Happy hump
Um,
day.
My weekend
Well, actually,
really good.
So,
I thought, no, I
my
thought-
weekend went well, and my hump day is going great. It's fucking raining since you guys want to be so quiet.
No, it's just I thought Keishla was talking.
All right. Well, how was your week, Becca?
Oh, so my weekend was really good. Celebrate my birthday, and wow, that was a good weekend.
Oh yeah, happy
Um,
birthday. Belated birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I already wished you
Belated.
happy birthday.
It was a really good weekend, and my week was just, I don't know, it's very hot in the UK, and it's not usually like this, and I'm just trying to survive these days, really. Just
You will survive. You will survive. Hey.
It was raining a little bit. Thank God for that.
I just
I'm
got back from
fucking
Florida
pouring
and
now.
it was so nasty hot. Like like you walk outside and you're like swimming in water. Like so humid. But I was on vacation for like a week and that was beautiful. So
How was your vacation? Like,
It
what
was
was the most
wonderful.
interesting thing you did there?
well, we didn't do a lot because obviously Florida's not super safe right now, but we went to the pool mostly, just like chilled on the beach. Got to see my twin sister and her husband and just like had the whole family together. So it was really nice and I didn't have to work. So
That sounds annoying.
I'm pretty boring. Working and just being home.
I felt that in my very core. I'm just home. I'm a homebody.
It's just that, like, we have curfews here, and the laws here are really strict. The governor closed down the beaches. Like, we got nothing else to do, just work and get home.
We're getting into a very interesting topic this week. Oh my god, do you guys hear the thunder? It's like pouring.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm kind of scared of this.
Oh,
Anyway.
we're synced. It's thundering here too.
Oh my god, you're my thunder buddy. I'm scared of lightning and like thunder. I'm scared of all of that. This is
Florida
gonna
was
be hard.
insane. I've never seen thunderstorms like that.
Oh my god. But this week's topic, it's gonna be very interesting because I feel like every single body, does that even make sense? Fuck it. Everyone can relate definitely to this topic, and I'm really excited to get into it.
I want to make a small disclaimer right there, and we're going to be talking about our own personal beliefs, experiences, what we know. So if we do not mention a certain belief or a certain spiritual belief that you have, we apologize in advance, but we will not speak on something that we don't have enough knowledge on. So we don't want to be disrespectful towards something that we personally don't know. So we're just talking here out of experience. Just a small disclaimer right there. We are not ignoring other beliefs or other spiritualities. We know they exist. We respect them, but just out of respect, we don't want to say anything that's out of context or something wrong, or, you know, in case we say something that is, help me out, Vilma, like, que no se puede entender.
Something that
que...
we're not like informed about. Like we're going to talk
Yeah.
about what we know, what we've experienced, and there's so many other religions and beliefs out there. So, you know, everyone's entitled to your own. So we're just going to kind of talk about what we've been through.
So, what do you guys believe in personally? So, are you guys religious or just what you guys believe in?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at least from my personal view, I grew up in a Catholic environment, but me and my mother, we changed from Catholic to Christianism. It's similar, but not really. I mean, we do believe in God, and but like for me personally, Catholicism is way more based off of more rules and more strict than Christianism. Like I feel personally that Christianism is a little bit more open-minded on certain things and certain topics or certain things going on in the world versus Christian Catholicism is a little bit more strict, at least for me.
Yeah, I grew up Christian. My family, we went to a Methodist church. I would say it was like very religious growing up. We went to church like every Sunday. I was like in the youth group. It was really fun. But then as I went to college and then kind of like was on my own, I would say I kind of like crept off of it a little bit. I still would consider myself religious, and I believe in God and all of that. I don't do as much anymore as far as like going to church. But I kind of have my own relationship now that I formed, so that's where I am with my religion.
That's pretty cool. I think I could say the same thing as for Keishla. I feel like most Latin households, they're mainly Catholic. I haven't really been going to church a lot, but I do read the Bible. I don't consider myself a really religious person, because at some point, like as I grew older, I kind of started to learn more about like my Afro side, and that's where most of my like beliefs come from. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going complete opposite here, because I grew up in a household where my parents were Jehovah's Witnesses, and it's going to like give a conspiracy, because there are so many bad things going around, like they're going to each house, to different houses asking for money, and like that's literally not true. So social media created something that is not true, but we kind of shift off. So yeah, we're not really practicing it anymore for like 10-12 years now, but I grew up in the belief of like God, and I would consider myself as a religious person, but I'm not practicing it. I've never really practiced it. So yeah, what I more associate now is more like Buddhism, but not everything. I wouldn't say that I am, but the belief, but more like the freedom sort of, and the views they have. I really agree with that a lot. And yeah, I do believe in God, but yeah, I'm more like a spiritual person, more like the universe.
You know what's a really cool fun fact? Selena was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh yeah,
Really?
I know.
Yeah. I think that when you mentioned, I was like, oh wait a minute, that was Selena. I'm looking at her right now, like on the side of my bedroom. I'm like, yeah, girl, she just talked about you.
I have to ask, from your guys' experience, what was your most significant moment with your belief?
I'll start off. I don't know if I have like one huge moment. I mean, obviously I went through like the standard, like if you're a Christian, there's something called like confirmation. So you go through it when you're younger, basically confessing, your commitment and everything. But I would say like in my adult life, my big moments kind of lied a little bit more on the spiritual side. I know we'll probably talk about this later, but when it comes to like spirit guides and like angels watching over you, I think I've had bigger moments with that. Like I specifically have asked for answers for certain things, and I've received those answers. And I also have like this note page in my phone of like everything that's happened when it comes to my spirit guide. So I would say mine's more like a spiritual thing, not really a religious moment.
So mine is very similar to Maddie's, because I don't really have any like religious sort of a significant moment, but I definitely I do believe in manifestation, and I'm a big a big believer of law of attraction, and I was practicing it, just started to practice it like more deeply when my grandma passed away, and she used to be like very close to me, so I knew that one day when she passes away, she's going to be my guardian angel. And when she passed away, I drove to work because I don't know, I just wanted to take my mind off things. And I was driving home because I've been sent home, and I saw a white pigeon following my car from work to home. And that's just something that was such a wow moment. So I've manifested things like seeing feathers and all that, like everyone does, and I've seen them and like, wow, okay, it's working. But this moment was just something, I still get goosebumps. So that was definitely my moment.
That's actually really cool. I feel like something like that's happened to me before too, like where you see like something white that you point out, like it's just following you. But I think for me, my most significant moment with my belief was I was in labor with Max, and during the time, like it was just everything that could have went wrong was going wrong. And I remember like my mom was like hovered over me, like praying, and I saw like a figure of like, I don't know what it was. It was like a white figure of like a woman or something. And like in my head, I just kept hearing like, you know, just keep breathing, like your baby's gonna be fine. And then right where like I saw the figure like standing, the nurse came in and she's like, listen, I might get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, like schedule you up for an emergency C-section. Like whatever happens, it'll be on my hands. But, you know, if you wait any longer, like you or the baby are not gonna make it. So I feel like that had to be my most significant moment, because if it wasn't for like me kind of opening my eyes for a second and then the nurse coming in, things could have definitely went wrong. Or like, I think that it would have went wrong, but it was a really special moment, because at least during that time I was like, okay, maybe I need to start connecting more with my spiritual side and start having a little more faith, because I feel like that day I was definitely touched by an angel. Because when Max was born, he was born 100% okay. There was no like complications, nothing. The boy was even born like smiling, and that was really cool to see. So it was really special.
Yeah, well, for me, it's kind of similar to you guys. Like, significant moment with my beliefs is more my faith, like believing that whenever I'm going through a hard moment or my family's going through a hard moment, like we're not alone in this. We're never going to be alone. Somebody's there. God or an angel is definitely there with us through every step of the way, whether it be good, whether it be bad. And when my papa passed away, I remember 3 days after he passed away, I was on the way to uni with one of my friends. We were stepping out of practice and or internship, whatever you want to call it. And it was pouring rain. The pavement was very, very wet, very slippery, and the brakes to her car just stopped working. We were going downhill. We managed to stop at the end of the hill, but the officer said, you two are alive by a miracle, because if other cars were coming from the other side of like the other transit, it would have been a bad crash. You guys wouldn't have probably survived. And it was like, I knew for sure that it was Papa protecting us.
I'm so glad that you're saved. I can't imagine being in that situation, and I'm glad that everything worked out. But
Yeah.
I definitely believe that
that
was Papa watching over you 100%.
Yeah, you guys have some awesome stories. Like that, like gives me goosebumps. Like I have like chills.
Dude, that's not awesome. That was scary.
No, but I mean, it's a miracle. Like somebody
No,
was.
it is
watching
definitely a
over you.
miracle.
So,
Now looking back, there's definitely a huge story. It's amazing.
yeah. I know we kind of mentioned it, but so manifesting, do you guys like, what are your views on that? Do you believe in manifesting? Like, do you think that actually works?
100%. I feel like if you speak it, like people say like, oh, I'm going to manifest that this happens, and then it won't happen because they just say it like once and then, you know, forget it. And it's like when it comes to manifesting something, like you have to speak as if it already happened, or you already have it, or whatever it is that you're wanting to get, you already have in the palm of your hands. And it's like, if you keep manifesting it and saying like, this is going to happen, eventually it's going to happen. And I see a lot of people do like the 3-6-9 method. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
Okay.
No.
So 3-6-9 method is, let's say I want to get a job, right? I believe that you write, like the name of the job that you want, right? So 3 times. So for example, like a singer, and you write the goal that you want 6 times, and then like the last very ultimate goal like 9 times, and you do that every day until it happens. And people say it does like come true, that it does work. I'm not too like familiar with the 3-6-9 method, but yeah, if you manifest, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try it with something. But yeah, manifest everything in your life as if you already have it. So by the time that you do have it, it's already like, oh well, I prepared myself for this moment.
I do believe in manifestation, and I meditate every morning, and I think that the easiest way for you to manifest is to meditate, because that's when you can easily visualize things, because you're sort of in a zen, sort of chill. And I play this little game that I usually pick up 3 things that I want to see. I just listen to sort of my inner voice, what it says. So like, for example, I'm going to see a white butterfly, I'm going to see a black horse, and I don't know, an old lady with a red bag. And then through my day, I just let it go. That's it. I'm gonna see it, and then I go on with my day. And when I'm seeing the stuff, I'm just like sort of checking it. And at the end of the day, I look back and I'm like, oh my god, I've seen all of them, and it keeps my spirit up, and that actually my manifestation is working, because obviously you're manifesting bigger things for longer terms, like jobs and money or whatever. And like these little games keep up that your longer term goal is manifesting as well.
I look at manifestations more from a clinical point of view, I guess. I do believe in manifestations, but I also see it as, when you manifest something, I see it as energy and as a clinical point of view. I'm going to explain myself. In energy, well, when you manifest something, you're saying something out loud, or you're thinking it like constantly, right? So when you say it out loud, it's energy you're putting out in the world. So if it's positive energy you're manifesting, you're putting out positive energy in the world. So it's something that it's going to happen eventually. When it comes to you repeating something constantly in your mind, and then it's something that you are already like putting energy in, something that you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on something constantly, and you want something constantly, and it's constantly in your mind, you're going to make it happen one way or another. So like, those are my 2 points of view when it comes to manifesting per se.
I like that outlook on that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of similar to that. Beka, I actually haven't like heard of like the game that you say that you play. Like, that's like, I've never even like thought about doing that, but like that's so cool. But when it comes to like my views on this, I would say it's like similar to what Keishla was saying. For me, it's more of like, if you believe in yourself that you can do something, you're more likely to do it, or it's more likely to happen for you. If like, I mean, everyone knows, like, if you look in the mirror and you're like, you're ugly, you tell yourself you're ugly, then you're really gonna like start looking not your best. If you look in the mirror and you tell yourself you're beautiful, like you can do this, you're amazing, you're awesome, you're going to actually believe in yourself. Like, it's just kind of like the small little changes in your brain to help you get to where you actually want to go. So I think it's really important that we manifest and do it in a positive way. So that's really cool to hear y'all's views on that, though. There's a lot of stuff I haven't heard of, so.
I love that. I love the fact that we're like all learning more about each other, more than we like already think we know.
Yeah.
It's
so cool.
I think that's awesome. So when it comes to law of attraction, how do you guys bring that onto your life? Like, everybody has a different way of attracting things that they personally want for their lives, but how do you guys do it in a way that like you can say, oh, that's me, that this is how I do it to receive the things that I ask for?
So, okay, going back a little bit on the manifesting things and the perspectives. So as a scientist, I would say that obviously you put your mind onto something, and then you're obviously going to see it. But law of attraction works as you are a source, and you are giving out vibrations, and basically the universe is answering your vibrations. I'm not sure how far you guys are into law of attraction. I'm very into it. I'm actually reading a book now called Ask and It's Given, and that explains all this. And I've manifested so many things into my life, and yeah, I just follow the manifestations and the positive minds, and I do believe that what you are, that's what you attract. So yeah, I love the law of attraction. I don't know, I'm a big believer.
I personally, I don't think I practice the law of attraction, and if I do, I don't do it constantly, or I do it unconsciously. First of all, because I don't understand it per se, so maybe that's why I don't practice it or don't like look for a way to do that, because when you do something and you don't understand, it doesn't go well for me personally. So that's my view on it. So yeah, I don't know. What about you guys?
I would say like the term law of attraction is less used in my vocabulary than manifestation, but I see them as very similar things. There's a book called The Secret that I'm sure a lot of people have heard of that is just about the law of attraction, basically saying if you think a certain way and only think those thoughts, like say you want this job, if you like go out and you truly think about getting this job and you see it for yourself, then the job will eventually come for you. Like I see it very similar to manifestation. I don't know if I do it as much as I should. I probably should though. Like I mean it's really the same as like manifesting in my book. So there are things that I think I do want to try when it comes to law of attraction though. I might have to hit up Beka. I feel like she knows a lot about it.
She definitely knows a lot about that when it comes to law of attraction, because there's a difference between manifesting and law of attraction. Because I feel like with like manifesting, you kind of speak and then like keep pursuing that and working on that until you officially have it. But when it comes to law of attraction, like I feel like for me, it's like you're kind of having a conversation with like the universe, or at least I think so, and you're asking the universe for a sign for what you want, and then in a way you kind of have to just let the universe decide and let it go. And then, you know, if it's for you, if that's what's meant for you, you know, you'll receive it, you know, through signs, through, again, what Madison was saying, through like angel numbers or spirit guides. So I feel like for a law of attraction, it's more of just like you're trying to bring the things that you want, but in a way you're kind of sending it back to the universe and seeing if those things even qualify, like not even qualify, but if those things are best for you in a way. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Beka, back me up here. Like,
yeah,
I don't,
yeah, it's,
like
it's that what you said, it's so true. So like law of attraction is basically a very complex term. Manifestation is what you practice when you practice law of attraction. So basically law of attraction is about all your vibrational energy, which you keep up and give a certain level when you are manifesting. So for example, if you keep thinking positively and obviously manifest and smile and give back and help people and you give out all these positive vibrations, then the universe is replying to you with like positive things coming into your life. Law of attraction is very, very complex, and it's actually, we could like talk about it hours, but yeah, like very briefly, that's all.
it is definitely one of those topics that like we'll talk for a long ass time.
So like after talking about the law of attraction, you guys consider yourselves spiritual people?
Yeah, I actually personally, yes, I am considered very spiritual, especially, well, like Vilma said, Latino communities or Latino families are usually very raised into what is spirituality, and we're like, I don't want to say forced into it, but it is a part of the culture per se. But for me personally, I don't see spirituality more as a religion per se. For me, spirituality should be a way that you find your peace. Because a lot of people, personally, I know a lot of people who go to spirituality to find some inner peace or to find some peace or some comfort. And for me, peace or like inner peace would be considered as spirituality per se. Sorry, my Latina is having trouble saying that word. But yeah, that's my personal view on that.
Yeah, I think I'm similar. When I think about, so personally, I feel like I have a spirit guide or multiple spirit guides, someone out there watching over me. I don't think necessarily that they're people like my, relatives who have passed on. I know a lot of people feel like they have like those guardian angels. Mine kind of feel like, I don't really know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I started like recognizing their presence, I would say like 2 years ago. Just seeing like my angel number all the time, asking for signs, getting answers. Just like really weird coincidences. And I kind of just felt really aligned with the universe. I know it's hard to explain, but like so many coincidences were happening that it just felt too strong. Like it almost like it was happening so often that it couldn't be a coincidence. So I don't really know how to define my spirituality. It's kind of like all over the place, but I feel like I'm like becoming like spiritually woke, if that makes sense.
I think that's dope.
Yeah, so I'm like developing.
I consider myself a really religious person. Like, I wouldn't say extremely, but I'm very, very connected when it comes to that sense. I, at some point, I was raised Catholic, and I believe, like, just God and the Bible and all that stuff. But then, as I grew older, like, I was introduced to, like, I became more in touch with my Afro side, and I learned more of, like, my Cuban roots and, like, different saints and, different candles and stuff like that. So I definitely feel like, for at least my spiritual side, it's more stronger, because if something's going on, like, the first thing I do is, like, I cleanse myself, and then I go light a candle, I get my beads, I get my stuff, then I start talking and asking, to my saints, like, hey, I need help, or someone in my life needs help, or whatever it is. So I feel like, and for me personally, like, someone else might not understand it, but for me, I'm like, listen, my ancestors and my saints never lie to me, and if there's something that I'm looking for, I will always see an answer, whether it's right away or within the next couple of days. So
yeah, that's so cool, because when you said cleansing, I'm like, yeah, I do that. I actually like use candles and white sage and all that to clean like my energy. And I'm not sure if I would classify as a spiritual person, but I sort of am. I am kind of spiritual, but I don't know. Like, I definitely have believe in guardian angels, and I don't. So like, I did mention before that it's my grandma, but I know that like way before that I had one. So like, it's surely someone I didn't necessarily know, or like I don't know, like didn't know before and all that. But I don't know. I am definitely spiritual. I just had this thought. I am definitely spiritual.
So first of all, I need to say something. When it comes to Vilma's spirituality, it's something that I really respect, because I don't understand it per se, and like I really have a lot of respect for it because of that, because I don't understand it. And Vilma actually has taught me so much about that kind of area of spirituality. I was kind of afraid of it at first, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I was scared of it. But now that I understand it at least a little bit, I have a lot of respect for it. So
yeah, like a lot of
did
people.
Did you say same?
I said yeah, but I don't know what I said.
Same. I was
leave
like,
that in. Leave it in.
The thing is, like, at first I was deeply scared of it, because I've seen it from a negative light, because anyone else has seen, like, from where I was a couple years back, I saw that as like people calling it santeria or like black magic and stuff like that, and it's like that's not it at all. Like what I spiritually believe in, it's more of just like I, you know, call out for the saints. I, you know, have that connection with them, or you know, I'm, you know, like if you guys are listening and you guys are interested, like you guys can look up more into it, like who is Yemaya, Oshun, Obatala, Elegua, like all those things. You'll see it's more of just like a protective saint, and it's more of just like, you know, but you got to be careful with what you're doing, because like,
I was literally gonna say that it's such a fine line.
It's there's one called Yemaya, and she is a goddess, and it's like she will give you whatever it is that you desire, and she will help you through it, and she will help you get whatever it is. But she's gonna need something back. She's gonna need that praise. She's gonna need, you know, like that attention as well. And if not, you do not want to piss her off. At least that's, you know, what I, you know, grew up like learning and all that stuff. And now that I know it from a personal sense, I'm like, yeah, you know, you got to keep your promises, you know, just like how you do with people, you got to keep your promises to saints and all that stuff. So it's a lot to get into.
That's
but at the end, it's very beautiful. It's very fascinating.
Wow.
I think it's so cool.
So, speaking about things that people don't understand, like, are you guys big believers in horoscopes?
Yes, ma'am.
I really like reading them, like, and looking them up. But when it comes to like your chart, what is it, like a sun chart, or what is it called? Sky
It's something like that. It's something spirit.
I mean, I have the CoStar app, and that's really fun. I do kind of believe in it. I don't know if you guys listening know what the CoStar app is, but you can plug in the day you were born, the time, and the location, and it's supposed to tell you exactly like where the sky was the time you were born, and it kind of like gives you daily kind of like readings or what you can expect. And a lot of the times they are pretty spot on. I would say myself being a Cancer, I'm definitely a spot on Cancer. I'm super emotional, very empathetic.
We know.
Yeah, girl, it's a rough life. But I am a double Leo. I learned that. Shout out to my girl Lexi on Twitter. She like showed me kind of how to read my little chart thing, and apparently I'm a Cancer, and then my moon is Leo, and my something else is Leo.
Your rising.
There it is.
I can definitely see your rising as a Leo, because we saw a little bit of that Leo attitude last week. That was sexy.
Wink, wink, wink.
That was sexy.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Never mind. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Wait, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's when you know, you had a little situation and, you know, you barked back. I thought that shit was so dope. Like, I love to see it.
That was something we would have done as
the
Leos.
Leo in you was definitely coming out. She was like, you summoned the Leo, so what's up?
She was like, get back down.
For those listening, there's like a situation that came up, and instead of me like retreating like a normal Cancer would, I basically just like stated how I felt, and
She clapped back.
just fucking was like,
As
this is
you
what
should.
it is, just so you know. And it felt really good. So
Guys, it was fucking glorious. It was so cool. But yeah, back to horoscopes. So I definitely believe in horoscopes a lot. Like, y'all know me, I'm a Leo through and through, and Leos are just too proud, and that's the one thing like bad about us, I guess. But when it comes to horoscopes, I usually kind of try to see it in a way like how I can interact with people, because I already know like there's just certain signs I just don't click with. Like, not like I can't, like I'll try, but it just ends up not happening. And one of the signs that I end up like always clashing with is a Scorpio. And what makes me laugh is that my dad's a Scorpio, but he doesn't act like a fucking Scorpio. Like, y'all ever have a situation like that? Like, you meet someone of the opposite?
My brother.
The
He's
opposite?
a Scorpio.
It's just so weird. But I mean, I'm gonna just plug this in real quick. If you're an Aries or Sagittarius, you know, hit my line, hit me up. You know, I get along great with Aries and Sagittarius. just saying that. All right, I'm gonna shut up now.
I'm a Leo with a Leo moon and Leo rising. So
Shocker.
God bless whoever ends up with me, because you will need tons of patience, because I'm stubborn as.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you don't end up with someone and I don't end up with someone, like, what's up, Beka? What's up? Leos can get along great together.
It's so funny what you said about Scorpios, because my brother is a Scorpio and I usually don't get along with Scorpios, but like my brother is my best friend. But it's probably because he's not acting like a Scorpio at all. I do believe in horoscopes because I am so spot on. Like when you read about a Leo person with a Leo moon, that's me. Like you're reading my personality. So it's just, yeah, I do believe in it so much.
I know horoscopes, but like I said, that's why I brought it up as something that people don't understand, because I don't understand it per se. I know I'm a Libra and that's pretty much about it. And it's just that I haven't had the time to sit down and educate myself on it. I probably like it, and I have a friend of mine that she'll probably listen to this episode and be like, oh, she's talking about me. She even like sent me a book about it, like the whole topic, to understand everything about horoscopes. It's just that I haven't just sat down and like educated myself on it. Although I do have a lot of friends who are like, they know the whole horoscope thing from A to Z. Like they ask me, oh, you're a Libra. I'm like, how do you know that? And it's like,
That's
from
me.
I was the same.
I'm like,
I was the
what?
same. I knew you're a Libra before we even started talking.
Wait, how though?
How?
It's just
There's just certain qualities in a Libra that you can pick up, like how you can spot a Gemini, how you can spot a Scorpio, how you can spot like an Aquarius. It's just certain things. Like Aquariuses, they're too hard-headed. Libras, like they're very chill, but they'll try to seem so like nonchalant about their like knowledge, so they're just like, yeah, whatever, like I'm smarter than you, but I'm gonna be quiet. And then Geminis are just fucking crazy. Okay, Geminis are just insane. Okay, every Gemini I know, oh god.
Is it true that I don't want to say it? No, I shouldn't say it. Should I? No. Mm-mm.
Say it. Too late now.
Go on.
You mentioned it.
There's a joke saying that not even Geminis can stand other Geminis.
Yeah, that is literally true. I used to have a friend that said the same exact thing. She was a Gemini, and she was like, there's another Gemini that I know that I cannot stand her. And I was like, yeah. Like, I'm reading Midnight Sun now, the new Twilight book, and I'm 100% convinced that Edward Cullen is a fucking Gemini, because this... he is just all over the place in this book, and he is so dramatic. I'm like, he's giving me very Gemini vibes.
Wait, can I look up when he was born and maybe we can figure that out?
I'm probably wrong, but he definitely acts like it. I don't care what.
Mad stalker in that book.
He is just too much. Okay, we're getting off topic, but he's just too much.
Yeah, you're getting off topic because
I'm
not ready yet.
He's born in June 20th, Vilma.
Hold on. He's a
Gemini! Oh my god!
I knew it!
Oh my god!
I knew it.
How the fuck?
Because
Steffi Meyer, you did your research.
She really fucking did.
They're just too much. You know what it is? It's just too much of the back and forth. Loves her, hater. Loves her, hater. Loves her, hater. Dude, pick a side. A Gemini.
Okay.
Moving on now.
Anyways.
Moving on.
All right, so ladies, what are some things that you believe in that others may not fully understand?
Again, going back to my like spiritual beliefs, a lot of people think it's like dark magic or something associated with the devil, when it's a complete opposite. It's kind of similar to Christianity, or not Christianity, but Catholicism, and people just think, oh, you know, you're just getting all like worked up and hyped up, and it's just a more ancient practice. And I'm like, no, we still pray to God, and we still pray to our saints. Like, it's nothing like out of the crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish a lot of people could just stop looking at it as like a bad thing, or like we use our beliefs to like get back at people or to force people. And it's like, no, we just do it to be more protected and to feel safe. And just, it's our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me, it's definitely the law of attraction. I don't think many people understand what the law of attraction is. So many people think that it's just one thing when it's a very complex thing. And also when I mentioned that I do believe in the law of attraction, so many people think that, oh my god, she has such a high ego, when I'm just a Leo. I'm just kidding. It's just not. So when I say that what I believe and I desire, it will come to my way, because I do believe in that everything is possible through the power of thought and your belief. And that's law of attraction in a nutshell. And people don't understand this. So I think it's what I believe and people don't understand.
For me personally, it's the view people have on strictness. And like in Christianism and Catholicism, doing certain things is like, oh, you're going to hell. No, that's not true. For example, like the taboo of getting a tattoo. You're going to hell. You do certain things, you're going to hell. No, because there's also forgiveness. God is being a forgiveness. All you have to do is ask for forgiveness, and people don't really understand it. It's an ongoing back and forth battle. So that's one of the things that I believe in, that God will forgive you. You just have to be really humble and be really Vilma, help me out.
Ask for forgiveness and
yeah.
just really mean it, not just be like, oh, I'm sorry, and then make the same mistakes again. It's like what you're trying to say is like, you apologize, but you learn from it and you don't do it again. But I definitely have to chime in with the whole tattoo thing. Oh my god, especially in like at least for us in like Latino households. Oh my goodness gracious, you get a tattoo and they're like, you're going to the diablo, and I'm like, it's a flower. It's a flower.
Yeah, no, and it's actually most tattoos in Latino families or people who in the Latino communities, usually a tattoo means something, has a meaningful value to it. So they don't really see that. They see it as, oh, you're going to el diablo, and or you're a bad person. Like it's a whole taboo. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But usually it's that back and forth battle between, oh, heaven and hell. No, I believe that if you ask for forgiveness, you shall receive forgiveness. So yeah, that's personally me.
Preach, sister.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Having the tattoo talk with my family was so painful. But when it comes
you hardly
to
have tattoos.
I know.
Tell me about it.
My grandparents are so old school, and they're so anyways. But yeah, I believe, if you believe in God, if you're a good person, if you treat others the way you should want to be treated, it doesn't some people take the book so literally, and when it comes to, tattoos, who you should marry, all of that stuff, I've created my own beliefs around that. I still think that, you'll get to heaven if you're just a good and kind human. I don't think you have to literally follow, the Bible word for word, especially because it was written so long ago. Other things that people might not fully understand with me, with my spirit, my angel numbers. At first I didn't really tell people that I was seeing them. I see them all the time. I see my number nonstop. I remember when I did mention to someone, they kind of discredited me, and they're like, oh, well, you just notice when you see it now because it registers in your mind. So I am kind of picky who I choose to talk about that with. My whole family knows that I believe in that, but then there's always going to be people that want to be more scientific and logical. But you have the right to believe what you want to believe, no matter what someone says.
I think that's, if people could just respect that, you believe in what you believe in and I believe in what I believe in. I feel like so many issues wouldn't even be existent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just kind of similar to what goes on here at home, with my veganism. Sometimes my family will be like, oh, well, you're not getting enough nutrients. Listen, I don't judge you for what you eat, so don't judge me for what I eat. Let's just keep it neutral,
Right. You're not hurting anybody.
Exactly. So, are there any daily affirmations that you tell yourself, like, to get you through the day?
I do have affirmation cards, and I did not mention it earlier, but I have a crystal, like a gratitude crystal, and I pick a daily affirmation card, and that's sort of what I repeat through the day. And I also have a vision board, and on my vision board, I have this affirmation saying that, girl, it's time to start living the life you imagined. You got this. And every morning I read this, I'm like, I got this. And that's all really, but I don't like nothing else.
I have personally, I have crystals all over my house. When it comes jewelry wise, I have a little medallion that has Vilma, you have to help me out here again. El Padre Nuestro.
Oh, so a prayer to God, pretty much.
Yeah, well, it's a prayer to God. And I also have a necklace that used to belong to Papa. And like, that's my way of feeling him with me at all times. And like, I am not alone. And like, that is my affirmation, that I am not alone. He's here with me. I have protective energy all over me, and everything will be okay. So that's pretty much my affirmation.
I feel like I need to take notes from Beka. I need to start saying, like, out loud, like, good affirmations for myself. I'm not into crystals. I don't have any. I would say I'm like pretty bland when it comes to that stuff. I am excited to get some though, to see what they're all about. But I think this is like a topic I probably don't do enough at all. So don't have a whole lot to say on it, but I definitely want to look into it and learn more, especially from you guys.
It's always really important that, like, not to have like a specific affirmation, like you can change up every day, but I feel like one that you definitely should keep around and work on every day, like for yourself, is definitely key. And there's just 4 things I tell myself, like either every other day or like when I really need it. And then for me, I feel like they help. And the 4 words are: I'm enough, I'm worthy, I'm light, and I'm strength. And then I finish it off with the word hace, and it's like saying yes. And like, especially for the I'm strength part, it really helps me bring up my self-confidence, because
Text me that.
physically, mentally, and spiritually, like I feel like I'm just strong. So like it works. And these are like, a lot of people can be like, oh, they're just words, but it's like, to the other person, it's like, this is what gets me through the day. All right, like this is what helps.
That's the power of affirmation though. Like, you can't just say, oh, you got this. Like, if it doesn't, it has to mean something to you. So like, you can't just like say, okay, let's do this. Like that's if it's meaningless, that won't work. So like, you have to find something that you feel like you need to work on, and when you get that like goosebumps all over your body, that's your affirmation, and that's what you have to repeat every single day or when you need it.
100%.
So like, we talked about like all positivity and energy and all that, but like, let's be honest, there are like negative days and energies around us, and how you guys deal with those?
Personally, I found a safe place in meditating and like stepping away from everything and zoning out from everything, putting down social media, putting down my phone, putting some chill music, having some essential oils, and just doing a quick meditation round every single morning and before I go to sleep at night. And that has actually helped me out a lot recently.
I feel like for me, I kind of just go like to what I know, which is like exercise, which I know isn't like a spiritual thing, but it definitely gets my mind in the right place. Like, if once I feel good about myself, I can then like go after the other things that are giving me problems. There's a book that my friend let me borrow. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it or read it. It's called You Are a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living blah blah blah. I was in like a really bad spot like a couple weeks back, and I started reading that, and it literally turned my entire mood around within like 10 minutes of reading it. So we'll link that in the description of the video if you guys want to check it out.
Keishla, I know you definitely agree with this and can relate to this. When they give you mal de ojo,
Oh yeah.
when people get so mal de ojo is the evil eye, and literally anyone can give you the evil eye. And for me, it's like when I did like that's when I know I have a negative energy around me, when like things are going wrong. My like blue eye bracelet breaks off. Like the one way that I deal with it, light a candle, light a yellow or white candle, and just pray my ass off, do a cleanse, and like I'll just try to stay away from people for a couple days until I get a new blessed bracelet to put on, like for protection from the evil eye. But then again, that's just me. But I mean, outside of that, I'll just try to like.
That is very common
positive
in the Latino community too. Like a lot of people have evil eye bracelets or necklaces or earrings.
Yeah.
I even saw earrings. So yeah, it's really common.
The thing is, it's like it's so easy to give someone the evil eye. Like someone can be like, "Oh my God, your hair is so nice," and like that person can have like ill intentions towards you, and they don't have to physically say it, but they'll mentally like say it. And then you'll notice with like the next couple of days or weeks, like your hair is falling out or your hair isn't looking as best. There's complications going on with it. So it's like, it's so easy to like give off those vibes to someone just from something that you didn't think, And like for me, like when it comes to babies, they always say like, oh, but when you're going to give a baby a compliment, like say like, God bless the baby or Dios lo bendiga, because you don't know if, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know if you're giving that energy.
Yeah. Okay, so going on into a different question, or not so different because we've talked about this before, but I'm really curious to know the answer to this one. Do you guys have angel numbers?
Yes, Lord.
Yes, girl. I know I already talked about this, but mine's 11. I see 1111 nonstop, all the time, every day, multiple times a day. Even when I'm working out and I look at the stopwatch, like it's everywhere. So.
My number is 43. I feel like I don't even feel like I know it's my brother Ozzy for 100%. Like I see that number everywhere I go, and like growing up, I grew up on 43rd Street, so I just feel like it's that number that like shows me it's him or it's a spirit guide. But yeah, 43.
Mine. So I was born in 0808, so for me 8 is always present somehow, but as an angel number is obviously something you see very often, and for me is 11 as well. It got to the point where I literally checked my Apple Watch mid workout and my like heart rate is literally 111 and stuff like that, so it's always present. So
well, I'm actually freaked out by angel numbers a little bit because I didn't used to have a number that I would see constantly, or like my mind was not registering it, but after Papa passed away, I started seeing 5s all over the place, and specifically 555, because he was born on May 5th, which May is the 5th month, and he also passed away on the 5th. So I've been seeing 5s all over the place, and I'm getting the goosebumps. Today, when I opened my eyes, when I woke up, it was literally 555.
Do you guys have a lucky number as well, like aside from an angel number?
I think that's the 8 for me. Like when I used to play football, soccer for you guys.
My lucky number is 7.
My lucky number is 7.
I don't even know how. Like sometimes, like I'll either see 437 in a row, or just 777, or sometimes I see the numbers 143, like a lot.
Yeah. That's I always see like 11, and then I always see 8. So like 8 is my lucky number.
7 was my number playing soccer too.
So what are some of the things that you guys carry with you? Like I know a lot of you are into crystals. Do you guys have anything that you like keep on you like at all times?
I always have like my rosary on me. A rosary, or like I have my mom's necklace, and I feel like it's my good luck charm. So that, and aside from like the twins charms too, like I feel like those are like little good luck charms. Like a turtle is actually a really good luck sign, and an angel wing just it's an angel. But yeah, like a rosary and like the necklace, nothing crazy.
Oh yeah, I have a bracelet. It has crystals on, It's my tiger eye and all the Leo, which goes with the Leo horoscope. And they actually, like, when I get somewhere new or like somewhere I'm a bit more anxious to go to, I always have it on. And I have the twins bracelets on, like, in my car and on my mirror. And yeah, that's definitely my little good luck charm. But it's something that I'm more believe in rather than it's an actual good luck charm.
Well, I said this before, I have crystals, but something that I carry with me all times, I have in various places of my home, in my car, and as a charm in one of my bracelets, dream catchers. Now, dream catchers also have like a symbolic meaning to it. It usually catches bad dreams, but it also catches bad energy, so it stays away from you. So yeah, I believe in that, and I can't go anywhere without that.
I don't really have like something specific that I've had for a long time. Keishla did send me a necklace for my birthday that has a crystal on it, so that's like one of the only like crystal type things I currently have. And then my twin sister got me, it's a gold necklace, and it kind of has like our zodiac constellation on it, and that like has really like good vibes on it for me. So I often will wear those two necklaces, but I don't have a lot of specific good luck charms. I'm kind of bland, like I said.
I feel like you guys are my luck charm. Just wanted to be cheesy real quick.
Oh,
Said the aw.
Somebody hit the aw button. So y'all remember how shit got crazy this last Mercury retrograde? What did you learn from it? Like this past one? What's the one thing you took the most from it?
Oh god, to communicate more effectively, so, and to stay on my motivational path. So like I felt like I could, like, people could talk bad about me, and I started talking not bad about people, but like not how I usually am. I kind of lost my positive self in the middle of all this chaos that was going on. And yeah, that's something I've learned, to stay on track, what I really am.
Jesus Lord, past Mercury retrograde was a thing. I think that the thing I learned the most was that I'm actually stronger than I thought I was, and that I should think of myself that way constantly, that I am stronger than the person that I think I am, and that I can handle things, and this is just something that's temporary and it will pass.
I like that outlook. I like that a lot.
yeah, I agree. I think I was kind of on the same page. My negative energy, like recently when I feel negative, it's been staying a lot longer than it normally does. And I think during that retrograde, it was just like nonstop, which I'm not really used to. So I've been doing better with journaling. I know like one of you guys mentioned that on a past podcast, but it's kind of a form, not thorn, what the hell? It's a form of therapy, and I've tried to write positive things about myself. I feel like self-love has been a big issue for me in the past couple months, I would say. So obviously when we're in retrograde, you just got to remember there's like other forces that are just trying to bring you down, so you got to do what you can to stay on top of it. So I'm learning.
That is 100% true. I feel like this past Mercury retrograde beat my ass. I mean, homegirl was beating that shit up. Oh, that sounds wrong. Anyway, I feel like this past one kind of taught me that I have to address my emotions sometimes. Not even sometimes, all the time. I have to address them, because this past one, like, everything that could have went wrong, and I have this bad habit of pushing it to the side and pretend like it's not there, and it hit me like crazy. The shit hit the fan, and it was just so bad. And now the one thing I took from that was, whatever I'm feeling, I have to address it. I can't just be like, oh fuck, let me just throw it to the side and just ignore it. Tomorrow's gonna be a better day or whatever. It's like, I don't know if tomorrow's even gonna come. So let me just address what I'm feeling now and get it out the way, because maybe me addressing it could be the best thing for me. And now, if I'm feeling sad, I'll do what I have to. If I'm angry, I'll speak on it. If I'm happy, I'll share that happiness. If whatever, anything that I'm feeling, I need to learn how to address it, and I need to learn how to categorize it in a way that I know that I can take that in with me and be like, okay, well, this is this and this is that. Let me not confuse it too. So yeah, but that shit's coming right back in October, ladies, October 12th. So
but I mean, what you just said is such a good piece of advice. Like, even if it's not Mercury retrograde, it's just something like you have to address what you're feeling.
So how about, what if we talk about the Twitter question of the week?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
let's do it. Let's get into it.
Okay, so this week's Twitter question comes from, oh my god, I hope I'm saying your name right. Chiara at,
think
oh
it's
my
Chiara.
god.
But it could also be Kiara.
Chiara.
Why are we Grayson?
I'm gonna say it Latino way. Chiara.
Or you know what? I'm gonna just give you a cute nickname, girl. Chi-Chi.
Oh my god, that's my birth name.
I love
That's my
Chi-Chi.
birth name.
I'm so
Girl.
sorry, Chiara.
Chiara at TWK Dolans.
Uh-huh.
We love you.
And her question is, I love you so much, and I actually I like this question. Which candle from Wake Heart are you getting?
Every single one of them. Is that even a question?
I mean,
They could take my wallet.
International.
The thing
Okay,
is, like,
I've done a full like read through of each of the 6 scents, ladies, and let me
Dang.
give you my top 3. I was ready for this question.
Came prepared.
She came prepared.
Number 1, courage, because that shit has like cedar in it, and I love
Yes.
like a smoky type candle, like one that's not too sweet. So courage is number 1, and then clarity, because that shit has like jasmine in it, chef's kiss, and then lastly, the one that they released today, healing, because it has iced citrus, whatever the fuck that is.
okay, honestly, Madison, I think we're the same person, because the two I'm
Why
really
did
looking
you-
forward
why
to
did
is
you
courage
copy?
and clarity. That's
Actually,
the only
I
two I'm
think
looking forward to.
I'm the only one who has a different answer.
You like sweet
Oh.
stuff, right?
Yeah, I like sweet stuff, but also
Because you're such a
It-
sweet girl.
be careful.
Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
Okay. Anyways, I think I'm a big fan of vanilla and coconuts. So also like strawberries. So I am going with positivity. Also, the main reason why I picked that candle the most is because the stone citrine is the only one that I'm missing. And citrine has a lot of good qualities as a stone.
That
And
is
I'm really
true.
excited for that one. I'm really
That
excited
is
for that
very
one.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something about courage just like spoke to me the most. I think it's the sandalwood and the cider, whatever the fuck it's called. But like, it just spoke to me so much. And then like the tiger's eye snow, like Crystal, it just, and they look huge. Did you
It
guys
looks
see the
so
video?
warm.
The Meryl,
When you
Did you
hear
see
my
the video?
answer,
Huh?
when you hear my answer, you will understand why courage talks to you the most, because courage has tiger eye in it, and Leo's, that's our crystal.
Dun,
The
dun,
whole
dun, dun.
Wait, question.
Dun, dun,
Do
dun.
zodiac, is there like a crystal for each zodiac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Mine is opal.
no, that's
let's see
like
this.
that's like a birthstone, but so is tiger eye like a stone that you get?
So for Leo's, our crystal, like our traditional zodiac stone for her is
Oh my God.
onyx.
Yeah, onyx and tiger eye, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
and Pyrrhite, carnelian, and hematite.
Yeah, I love those. And
I love
also,
it.
so, like, I think if so, okay, for me as an international, I don't know how much like the shipping and all that's gonna cost, but I'm definitely getting candles because I love candles. I'm obsessed with them, and I don't really like sweet smell, so I think I'm gonna go with clarity and courage, because that's the two things I think I'm the weakest at. So that's what I need, something to help me to
I
like.
don't know what it is, but like I definitely want to put those candles up with where I have like my little like saints altar, like just for all that good vibes and all that good stuff. But I don't know why. Maybe it's just like me being cheesy once again, but the candle Clarity, I'm just so excited to like light that one and then play the song Clarity by John Mayer.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
snap.
Then we can cry on Zoom.
Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure. 100%. Already doing it.
So thank you so much, Kiara, for the question.
Kiara, I
It's-
love you so much.
I love you. Thank you so much for asking us that question. It had us talking, and I just can't wait to get them. Like
I'm
feel
getting
like it's
all
already
of
gonna
them. I mean,
Be, like
To be fair,
I'm excited for all of
them.
them. I'm excited for all of them, but I'm like pinpointing to just one. But I just hope they're not too expensive, and I hope they do a bundle deal where they sell them
yeah.
all.
Oh,
They probably will.
I hope so, because individually, I don't know if I can do it.
watch should be like $40 a candle.
oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, wait, car, I love y'all, but it's gonna be a minute.
Let's get sponsored.
Well, thank you guys so much for letting us kind of just like talk about how we feel on this topic, and I hope you guys found some of it useful. As always, we appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for all of your support. And who wants to do a reminder about the giveaway?
Oh, yes. So the giveaway, ladies and gents, mainly ladies, I don't know. The giveaway ends August 26th on a Wednesday. So you have until then to send in your entries. Again, screenshot. So a proof of entry is like you screenshot that you followed us on Twitter and Instagram and subscribed to us on YouTube, and you turn on the notification bell. The giveaway is only in the US for now. But an international one is going to come up very soon, so definitely look out for that. But yeah, like definitely I highly suggest that you guys enter, because it's a really cute care package, and I feel like self-love is like the one thing everybody needs to practice on every single day, and I feel like the winner will absolutely love this cute care package. So
Yes.
please keep on entering and share with your friends, and yeah, let's get this happening. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Okay, guys. Well, let's sign off because your homegirl is starving, and a girl hungry ain't a happy thing or a good thing.
And like last week, I have to pee. I drank a whole bottle of kombucha. By the way, this kind of tastes like
Me too.
it's like a mixture of like apple cider and like feet, but like it feels healthy.
I don't understand that. Are we going to talk about what we're going to? Are we going to talk about what we're going to talk about next week? That's a nice sentence.
Ooh,
No.
I think we could just tweet it and leave a little space for curiosity in the mind. But next week, definitely a little hint. It is going to be. Should I say it?
Yeah,
Okay, it's gonna be a 4-part series, and what's gonna come up with that is gonna be really cool. So, stay tuned for that, and yeah, we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you guys.
Next time.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.